3, 2, 1.
Namaste, everyone. Good morning, West Coast. Good afternoon, East Coast. It's a wonderful Sunday morning here at San Jose. And today we are very excited to start our day 2 of VaadyaVaahini 2023. I am Archana, a proud volunteer of OSAT. Today, on behalf of the core team, our board of directors, volunteers, and our OSAT family, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you for day 2 of VaadyaVaahini 2023. It's very exciting because today we have 2 categories of percussion, junior and senior. Before we begin, I would like to invite our president of OSAT, Paddu Melanahalli, to give a brief intro about our organization. Paddu, over to you.
Namaste, Archana. Good morning, everybody. It is a second day of our VaadyaVaahini event, and yesterday we had 2 sessions, and then now today we have 2 sessions. And we would like to warm welcome each and every one of you for this day event. So I'm here to talk about a little bit on the OSAT and also why we are doing this event. I just want to give a connection to both of them. OSAT, as you know, it is called One School at a Time. It is a non-profit organization, and also the 501c3 compliant from the IRS in the US. And let me also share a presentation so that it will be easy to. 1 second. Okay, so our OSAT mission and vision is pretty simple. What we are trying to do is we know the education, importance of the education, and especially in the public school education in India. So what we are trying to do is to transform the rural public school education in India one school at a time. And our mission is to improve the infrastructure for the rural underprivileged schools and also create a scalable and sustainable solutions for digital learning. So as you know, in most of our public school system in India, there are a lot of the kids, especially, they will go to these government schools, mostly in the rural and semi-urban regions. It's about 12 million Indian children, they attend these one. And we also know that the entire school infrastructure is having some of the challenges, especially with the poor infrastructure, inadequate teacher and training facilities, and also the not having the required and necessary the digital equipments for them to understand the modern the education system. So if you look at just a number, just in one state, the entire school infrastructure needs quite a bit of attention. So about 40,000 schools are having no proper building and also no good facilities for them to study. And then most of the places, what happens when there is no good place to study, if the roof is not there, if there is no shelter from the rain and the hot sun, and also the school building is not strong enough, that the parents always have a fear to send their children to the schools. Then they will ask them to help them around, either in the farm or in the kitchen or in some other places. And then the kids will stop going into the school, and then they will be not getting the proper education at the right time. And since they are not, the education is taken, so the poverty line continues because they will be end up helping the household or the regular business that their parents involved in. So we wanted to cut down that kind of a poverty cycle. And then we also wanted to make sure that whenever we go to the public school, how do we really build this infrastructure for the students so that the entire village will get a upliftment. So OSAT does 2 things as a mission. One is to perform some of the the improving the school infrastructure, which is building the classrooms or building the sanitation and the drinking water facilities, and wherever is needed, the kitchen and the library. And we are also doing the digital, the infrastructure improvement. Both of them are so important. That's how we figured out. And then OSAT is committed to do a significant work in these areas. OSAT is a 100% volunteer-run organization. There is no paid member in the system. And we also have very minimum overhead. And as I said, it is a registered 80-bar-G nonprofit status in India and also 501c3 in United States. So far, OSAT has built 94 schools in various states of India. And we are in the 8 states. We are in Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and also on the north side, we are in Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and Manipur. And all this very recently, we are starting in Meghalaya. So all these things, what it says is we invest about $75,000 per project, and each project will usually involves about building 4 classrooms and then a toilet block for boys and the girls. So today, most of the volunteers are there in every place, and then they are trying to transform these villages, the schools in the rural into good schools and the good environment for the kids to study. We have seen in our own eyes the transformation in the villages, because the moment you get a building, and a lot of other ecosystem will come into the picture as soon as the OSAT build a school. So we automatically get the other ecosystem, like Rotary Club will come and then do the desk or the backpacks for the kids, and Akshay Patra and other people will come for the midday meal. And also there is so many other the ecosystem infrastructure will get built, and automatically the entire village will get an upliftment. And then we also make sure that after we construct, and then the maintenance on the year over year. So, and also we'll involve the local, the village people to protect the investment that we have done on behalf of our donors. So all these things are made possible because of the generous donations and also the support. During the COVID, we also saw that there is a digital divide is happening between the urban and the rural. And we worked with a blueprint formation, and also involved the system integrators. And also we worked with Google to get the Google Classroom infrastructure. And also we worked with the local mobile connectivity for the internet, Geo Reliance and other people. And we also did a integration with the Khan Academy and the YouTube, along with the Karnataka government, so that we built a infrastructure such a way that the teacher should be able to use the infrastructure and then use the government stipulated curriculum, and then use the Google Classroom to engage the students. And then we did provided the ruggedized iPad, which is very secured, and then give it to the students. And then students actually remarkably improvement in terms of their learning, as well as tracking through the homework, what they have done, and then what is the assignment, what is the soft areas, and then who is actually using the entire devices, and also how the education happening. This is the very first time we were able to dashboard it, and then we went through almost 10,000 students in the last 3 quarters or so, and then we were able to understand how the teaching methodologies and how the learning is happening. As a proof point, we know that we call it as a ODC, which is a OSAT Digital School Infrastructure Project. And we did go through the 12 rural schools, Malur and Hunsur Taluk of Karnataka. About 1,500 students impacted positively on this one. And the moment they go through this one, we saw that very huge, remarkable jump of about 20% within the 5 weeks. And Malur Girls School, they also competed with Asian competition, Asia level competition, and they did get a second among the 250 schools which is participated for a mathematics application trial. So what my point is, the moment that we make the infrastructure available for our students, they will automatically flourish, and also the entire the education, importance of the education is well understood. So how you can help? So you can become a volunteer for OSAT, you can donate, you can go through your matching programs and in your corporate, and then you can donate through your corporates so that we will get the matching donations. And for your generous contribution, please go to osat.org/donate. So you should be able to use our website infrastructure for any of your support to OSAT. Once again, with this, I would like to warm welcome each and every contestant into second day event. And thank you very much for your support and the cooperation. Back to you, Archana.
Thank you so much, Paddu. Indeed, OSAT, the cause and what the work that OSAT is doing is very good, and it's a very noble cause. So we are all happy to be a part of OSAT. Before we begin the event, I would like to call upon my colleague, Manasa, to introduce the guest artist for today.
Namaste everyone. A very good morning to all of you. I am Manasa, a very proud volunteer of OSAT. It brings me an immense pleasure to introduce our guest artist performance today. It is a thematic Laya Vinyasa on Lord Krishna, composed by Sri Sanjeev Palamand, performed by Sri Sanjeev Palaman on Mridangam, Ajay Sundar Raj on Tabla, and Sri Akshara Raghu on Rhythm Pad. Let's enjoy the performance of this amazingly energetic trio.
Apurva, can you please stop this one?
Can you hear?
Yeah, Apurva, can you please stop the share? 1 second, I will share it. Sorry. Yeah, 1 second, I will share it. 1 second.
So meanwhile, I would like to mention a very interesting aspect about ODC, as Paddu had mentioned. So ODC is OSAT Digital Infrastructure, which is one of our new initiatives from OSAT. So here at ODC, our main aim is to bridge the gap between the urban and the rural schools. So what is happening here is that, as most of us know, in the urban schools, the students they have facilities like digital education, they have facilities to everything, they have access to everything. Whereas in the rural schools, there are kids who are still striving for it. So what will happen is, after a certain point of time, there will be a big gap that is created between the urban children and the rural children. And we don't want that to happen. So OSAT has come up with ODC, that is the OSAT Digital Infrastructure, where the students of rural schools are given access to all these digital devices, digital media, where their education can be smoothened. With this, yes, I think we are ready to hear the performance from our guest artists. Thank you.
Padu, there is no sound.
Archana, I heard that there is no sound. So let's continue. Probably I will fix some of the things on my side and then I will play this one.
Sure, yes. So I would like to now call upon Mangala Kumar, one of my colleagues, to talk about the latest developments that we have had in OSAT.
Oh, thank you, Archana. It is always a pleasure for me to talk about OSAT. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon to people who are joining from the East Coast. So before I jump into OSAT, I just want to let you all know, technology being what it is, when it works perfectly. And when it doesn't, we have to go with the flow. So please bear with us, and apologies for any inconvenience. But as Padu mentioned, we'll get back to that. OSAT, as of today, we originally set up a goal for ourselves to complete the 100 schools by 2025. We are very, very close. As of today, all 100 schools we have funded, and 94 plus schools have been either handed after complete construction, or a bunch of them, like a dozen or so, are in various stages of construction. So far, with the school projects that we have done, the number of students that have benefited from it are in excess of 100,000 in rural areas. And as Padu mentioned, I'd like to once more highlight the fact that we have gone into so many states: Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Odisha and Manipur recently. And then we have done schools also in Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, and so on. So we continue to add schools to our list wherever the need is. The word has gotten around in the last couple of years to many other states, and we have been requested to also go in there and look at rural schools in those areas. And as always, we are very open to helping any needy schools. And some of the highlights I'd like to mention is, places like Arunachal Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, and Assam. The areas are extremely hilly, I would say, filled with hills. So a lot of times, some of these school kids are literally walking over a hill and getting to the other side just to get to a school. And so when you see situations like that, our hearts really go out to them, because many of them are in such remote areas, and there may be one school that they can access, in not just in terms of distance, but also in terms of affordability. So we believe in the fact that, we are all fortunate to have had a very good school system wherever we studied in India. I myself, I will admit to that. I went to some very, very fancy schools in Bangalore. So I'm always extremely appreciative of the fact that I had that privilege. I had that advantage, which has made me who I am today. So we can never forget the fact that education is the foundation for life for people. So when you give a child an opportunity to learn their ABCs, first of all, it is self-improvement. The child will do better in life for himself or herself. And then using that education, they can also extend that benefit to the society they live in, starting with their family. They can uplift their family, they can uplift the town they are living in, the village they are living in. And then who knows, people have the capacity to, go all the way to become the Prime Minister of India. We never know where these hidden gems are. So I think it is extremely important for us to look at those things and encourage these children. Talking about gems, I like to share one very interesting story. I'm going to show you. I think you are, let's see if you are able to see this book. Okay, so the video is playing a little game on me. So the book I'm holding in my hand, it is called Manku Timmana Kagga. This book is at least 60 odd years old. And this belonged to my late father. Manku Timmana Kagga is in Kannada. It is written by a very famous personality, a Gnanpith Prashasti awardee, Dr. D.V. Gundappa. He is very fondly known in Karnataka as DVG. So what DVG is famous for is this book that he has written. He has really condensed the essence of Bhagavad Gita down to a common man's level. I mean, every one of the verses in the Manku Timmana Kagga, we can read it and enjoy it. And, there's one of those things. For many of us, Bhagavad Gita verses and the meaning of a Bhagavad Gita is not within our reach. But when somebody puts it in a language that we can understand, in the language that even a common man can understand, it hits the point home, and we can easily appreciate the essence of the Bhagavad Gita, which has been brought down to our level. So DVG grew up in a place called Mulabagal in Kolar district of Karnataka, and he's an extremely generous man. He himself did not have a lot when he was growing up. So after a while, after his childhood spent in Mulabagal, he moved to Bangalore. And he realized the value of education way before, the rest of us actually woke up to the fact, right? So what he did was he donated the house that he was living in, the original house where he was born and brought up in Mulabagal, to the government of Karnataka. And he said, please turn this into a school. And so the government of India, the government of Karnataka took over that building. They converted into a part school and a part library, which is used for exhibiting all of DVG's literary works. And it's also like a museum that one can visit just to learn all about DVG, his life, and the works that he has created. We were extremely grateful when we got the opportunity to renovate that school, because over the last 3-4 decades, the school had kind of, lost a lot of the outside mortar and stuff, and it was not in a great condition. So, this is one of the opportunities where we feel extremely thankful that the government actually heard about our organization and, came to us. And not only that, we also had some generous donors from the United States who said, we will adopt this school and we will, give you the money to build the school entirely from the donation that they gave us. So every time we, look at the opportunities like that, it makes us feel very grateful that in our own little way, we are trying to do something back home to India. Because as most of you may or may not know, OSAT was founded in 2003. As a formal 501c3. But even before 2003, way back in 1999, a few people got together and they said, we have a good life in America. We are all engineers by the day and we have time on our hands to do something. And what is it that we can give back to our country? So one of the ideas that came about was, let's do something in the field of education. And as I mentioned, many of the people in our own OSAT group literally grew up in these villages. So they decided it's time to step up and do that. So that is the history behind the organization. As we move along, I will continue to fill in interesting tidbits like that. But I think Paddu is ready to restart the video. So thank you for bearing with us. Let's watch the guest artist video now.
Apurva, go ahead.
Yes.
Namaste to one and all. Today we'll be presenting Shri Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum, a thematic Laya Vinyasa set to Aditala. I had composed this piece dedicated to Lord Shri Krishna on the occasion of Shri Krishna Janmashtami. Today we are honored to be presenting this on OSAT's VaadyaVaahini Grand Finale. I'll be joined by Shri Ajay Sundarraj on the tabla and Shri Akshara Raghu on the rhythm pad. I am Sanjeev Palamand and I'll be on the Mridangam. So we thank OSAT and all the volunteers for this opportunity and best wishes to all the participants who contested in the event. This piece is an adaptation of Sri Adi Shankaracharya's Krishnashtakam in a Laya format. So we'll be starting off with all the shlokas and there'll be different nades, and then the phrases Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum are interpressed within the Muktayas. I hope you enjoy your performance. Thank you.
Krishnaya Namaha. Om Krishnaya Namaha. Om Krishnaya Namaha. Om Krishnaya Namaha.
Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Atasi Pushpasam Kasham Haranupura Shobhitam Ratna Kankana Keyuram Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Kutilalaka Samyuktam Purna Chandra Nivananam Vilasat Kundaladharam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Mandara Gandha Samyuktam Charuhasam Chaturbhujam Varhi Pinchava Chudangam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Ta ta takitta takadinna ta takitta takadinna
Takitta 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 takitta
takadinna
takitta 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 takadinna
takitta ding takitta ding takadinna takitta ding takitta ding takadinna takitta ding takitta ding takadinna takitta ding takitta ding takadinna ding ding targadin ding ding targadin ding ding targadin आर्द्रपद्मपत्राक्षं नीलजीमूतसन्निभं यादवानां शिरोरत्नं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. संयुक्तं पीतांबर सुशोभितम् अवाप्य तुलसी गंधं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु. गोपिकानां कुचद्वन्द्वा कुङ्कुमाङ्कितवक्षसं श्रीनिकेतं महेश्वासं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्.
Jagadgurum. Vande Jagadgurum. Vande Jagadgurum. Vande Jagadgurum. Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Shri Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Thank you once again. So I was joined by Shri Ajay Sundaraj on the tabla, Shri Akshara Raghu on the rhythm pad, myself Sanjeev Palaman on the mridangam. We would like to thank OSAT for its wonderful cause and giving us this opportunity. We'd also like to thank Shri K.V. Ramprasad and Srimati Purnima Ramprasad for hosting us and giving us the space to record. And also special thanks to Shri Akshay Vijay Kumar for the help on the sound. Thank you once again. Namaste.
Wow, what an energetic performance. Every time when I listen to this performance, believe it or not, I get goosebumps. So this was the thematic Laya Vinyasa on Lord Krishna, composed and directed by Shri Sanjeev Palmant. Without further delay, let's begin our event. Before I call upon the first contestant, I would like to go over the house rules for the benefit of everybody. So today, in the morning session, we begin with the junior percussion category, and we have a total of 10 contestants here who are between the age group of 8 to 12. So each contestant will be given 8 minutes to perform, plus we give an additional time of around 45 seconds so that your performance doesn't end abruptly. And please note that we have a volunteer who is making note of the time, and we take the time constraint very seriously in the event. And thirdly, this is a note to all the contestants, since many are young and you might be a little scared. So sometimes what happens is the judges might ask you to realign yourself, show your karane or whatever. They might just ask you to restart. So please don't panic. And once you restart, we will again restart the time. So your time will start from the moment you actually start playing. With these rules, I think we are set to begin our junior percussion category for today. And without further delay, I would like to invite the first contestant on stage, Abhiram Gadikere. Let's call upon Abhiram and have the spotlight on Abhiram, please. Hi, Abhiram.
Hello,
Hi, how are you today?
I'm good.
Where are you joining us from?
San Jose, California.
San Jose, that's amazing. So please give a brief introduction about yourself and you can start playing.
Hello, my name is Abhiram Gadikere. I am in 6th grade and I've been learning Mridangam for 4 years. That's it.
Okay, so please, could you please tell us what you're playing?
Today I'm going to play Tani in Chatusha Jatiya Aditalam Samamadapu.
Okay, all the best. You can begin.
Do I need to change my position or anything?
Judges, is this okay?
You're good. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Abhiram. You can exit the main stage now. So for the benefit of the judges, this was Abhiram Gadikere who just performed. And the second contestant, Madhava, is not said to have reported for the sound check. So we are trying to get in contact with his parents. Meanwhile, I would like to call upon the next contestant, contestant number 3, Tarun Ravi. Hi, Tarun. Good morning.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. My name is Tarun Ravi. I am in 6th grade, and my dad is my guru, and I've been learning for the last 6 years, and I'm going to play Kanta Chaputwere.
Okay, that's awesome. So, judges, this is the third contestant, Tarun Ravi, who will be playing now. Yes, Tarun, you may begin. All the best. Thank you so much, Tarun. You may exit the main stage now. Thanks again for supporting OSAT. Now, I would like to call upon the next contestant. So the fourth contestant is Rishabh Iyer. Hi, Rishabh. How are you doing today? Good. Where are you joining us from? Awesome. So can we have the spotlight on Rishabh, please? Yeah. So Rishabh, you may introduce yourself and you may tell the judges what you're playing and you can begin. Thank you so much, Rishabh. You can exit the main stage now. So before I call upon the next contestant, as Mangala was rightly mentioning yesterday, this is something called as Kids Helping Kids, because all the contestants who are from the age group of 8 to 12 who are participating today, through their participation, they're actually helping their peers in India, a student who is of the same age as them, to get good education. And I need not go on to start about talking about the benefits of education here. It's, you know, how important it is, and you know how it can change our country back home. With this, I would like to now call upon the fifth contestant. So we are done with the fourth contestant, Rishabh Iyer. We would now like to call upon our fifth contestant, Arnav Sudarshan. Hi Arnav, good morning.
Good morning, namaskaram.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good too, thank you. Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Portland, Oregon.
That's awesome. So you can briefly introduce yourself, tell what you're playing, and you can begin.
Namaskaram, my name is Arnav Sudarshan. I will be playing a Taniyavartanam in Aditalam consisting entirely of sequences in Tisranadai and Misra Tisranadai.
Thank you so much, Arnav. Oh my God, we are halfway through the contest and I literally have no words because this is just the junior category that we are having in the morning session. And I'm just trying to brace myself for what's going to come in the afternoon because we have the senior category, because the junior category kids have set the bar so high. They're playing extraordinarily well and I'm just so happy I'm not able to digest this and it's going on very good. So I'm very happy about it. And one note to the contestants, please be mindful of the time limit when you're performing. You have 8 minutes to perform plus an additional of a few seconds to not end the piece abruptly. So judges, we had the 5th contestant Arnav who just played now. And now we will have the 6th contestant Abhay Mukunda. Can we have Abhay on the stage, please? Hi, Abhay. Good morning.
Good morning. Namaste.
Hi, where are you joining us from?
From the Cupertino in the area.
That's awesome. So you can introduce yourself, tell the judges what you're playing, and you can begin.
Okay. Namaste. I'm Abhay. I'm learning from Ramesh Srinivasan sir. I'm going to play on Kalakshram, Edupu, Natakale, Aditalam, Dani.
What is it next?
I'm gonna turn my audio sound on now.
one of us has a question to you. So, Sanjeev ji.
Yeah. Hi, Abhay. So did you plan to play all the muktayas for a edupu or on the samam?
Can you say that again?
So the muktayas that you played, right? Tirmanams, did you plan to play all on the samam or edupu?
Edupu.
Edupu, right? Okay. So what was edupu?
Kal Aksharam. Retakale.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Abhay.
Thank you, Abhay. Thanks a lot for supporting OSAT. You may leave the main stage now.
Okay.
Thank you. So this was contestant number 6, Abhay. I would like to now call upon the 7th contestant, Siddharth Shriram. Hi, Siddharth.
Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good too, thank you. Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining this from Tracy, California.
Awesome. So you can give a brief introduction about yourself, what you're playing, and you may begin.
My name is Siddharth Shriram. I'll be playing Ganda Chakutaram at this speed.
Thank you so much, Siddharth. You may exit the main stage now. Thanks a lot for supporting OSAT. Before I call upon the next contestant, I would like to talk about VaadyaVaahini. VaadyaVaahini is one of our signature events of OSAT, apart from Natya Raga. So this is the third year of VaadyaVaahini, and these 3 years have been really great. We've had an opportunity to get to meet wonderful musicians, get to know new talents, and most importantly, it's very happy to know that this Guru Shishya Parampara is actually so rich. It's enhancing our culture, and we are actually preserving our Indian culture and heritage. It's amazing to note that. And also to OSAT, if you are willing to support OSAT in any way, you can log on to www.osat.org, where you can either donate or you could even choose to volunteer with us, just like how Paddu mentioned in the beginning. So judges, we had our 7th contestant who played just now, Siddharth Sriram. I would now like to invite the 8th contestant, Hemadit, onto the main stage. Hemadit, hi.
Hello,
Hello, where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Tracy, California.
Awesome. You may introduce yourself and tell the judges what you're playing, and you can begin.
Hi, I'm Hamid Tora. I've been learning Mridangam under Vidwan Akshay and Padmanaban. I'm going to be playing Kanjita Chaputalam at this pace. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hemadit. You may exit the main stage now. Thank you for supporting OSAT. So, judges, this was the 8th contestant who just performed, Hemadit. I would now like to call upon the 9th contestant on stage, Karthik Karta. Let's have the spotlight on Karthik, please. Hi, Karthik.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Where are you joining us from?
San Ramon, California.
San Ramon, awesome. So, good luck for the concert. You can introduce yourself and you can tell the judges what you would be playing, and you may begin.
Hi, my name is Karthik Karta and I'll be playing a Rattakale Adi Talam Tani.
Thank you so much, Karthik. You can exit the main stage now. So we are in the fag end of the contest. We are left with just one contestant. So today, in the morning session, we had the junior percussion combined category, where the children were in the age group between 8 and 12. And in the afternoon, we have the senior percussion combined category. So just like how you have supported us by watching us through the YouTube live link, in the morning, I would request you all to even join us through YouTube in the afternoon. It's also for the senior category. We will have the senior percussion combined category in the afternoon. So I would now like to call upon the last contestant for the junior category, contestant number 10, Sham Krish.
Hello.
Hi, Sham.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. Thank you. Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Detroit, Michigan.
Awesome. So you can introduce yourself and let us know what you're playing, and you can begin.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Sham. I'm learning from Sri Hemant Baptiwale, and I'm going to be playing an Ekdal Peshkar, Kaida, Arela, and a couple of Tuganas. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sham. You may exit the main stage now. Thank you for supporting OSAT.
Thank you.
So with Sham, we have now completed all the contestants. And now I would like to extend a big thank you to everybody who participated in today's contest in the junior percussion category, to all the parents, teachers, and to everyone who's joining us from the YouTube live link. I would now like to call upon my colleague Mangala, who has been like a pillar to OSAT since many years, to continue the session. Over to you, Mangala.
Thank you, Archana. I just want to take a moment to thank all the people who participated in the contest today. So let me start with the contestants. Oh my God, it's you are 8 to 13 years old and you came out and you gave us such a wonderful performance. So on behalf of OSAT, here is a big virtual hug for all of you. All we can do is, ask you to come out and do your best, and you delivered that. So congratulations to each and every one of you. We are so delighted to host this contest for you, and we are happy that you were able to participate today. And let me also take a moment to thank all their gurus. For children growing up in this country, they have so many things that they can go off and learn. We are extremely proud of all the gurus and the parents as well, that you are encouraging these children to learn and keep up with the Indian culture and heritage. It means a lot to us. And this is exactly one of the reasons we have not chosen to do Bollywood music contest or any other thing, because it means a lot to us for the next generation to hang on to whatever we can pass on to them in terms of Indian heritage and culture. So thank you, all the gurus and parents, for getting your children motivated to learn and keep up with this Indian heritage and culture. Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to invite Manasa to introduce the judges and solicit some feedback from them. Take it away, Manasa.
Thank you, Mangala. It gives me an immense pleasure and happiness to introduce our esteemed judge panel today. They're all very excellent artists, and I'm a fan of most of those. And then really sought after artistic teachers in the Bay Area. And on behalf of OSAT, I wholeheartedly thank all of you for donating your time and expertise and your wisdom for OSAT, especially during this very busy season of Navaratri. We know how busy it is for all the classical artists. And on behalf of OSAT VaadyaVaahini, we thank you very much. And also thank you so much for upholding the cultural values and the classical music and spreading it across to this younger generation and to the next generation. Thank you. Our first judge is Shri Sanjeev Palaman. He's a very sought after Mridangam artist and teacher in Bay Area. He's in very high demand for all the music concerts and dance recitals. Sanjeev is also adept with Kundukol, Kanjira, and is a music composer. He has arranged music for ensembles, TV shows, live theatre, albums and short films, and has recorded and produced over 20 tracks. Thank you, Sanjeev, for your continued support to OSAT. We appreciate. Thank you so much. Next, we have Shonali ji. Shonali Srivastava is an accomplished tabla player, Kathak dancer, and a vocalist. How fantastic is that? She is a very regular recording artist in AIR and Doordarshan. Very, very happy to have you here, Shonali ji. Thank you so much for supporting OSAT.
Thank you so much for inviting me. My pleasure.
Thank you. And next we have Shri Akshara Raghu. Akshara Raghu is a drummer and percussionist in Bay Area. He has completed 8 grades in drum kit, and Trinity College of Music, London, has performed across India in various genres of music as Carnatic, classical, folk, fusion, and film music. Very, very happy to have you here, Akshara. Thank you so much for supporting OSAT. And next we have Shri Krishna Prasad Bananje. Krishna Prasad is a percussionist and a trained tabla artist. He enjoys teaching the art form to the next generation. Thank you so much, Krishna Prasad ji. Very, very happy to have you here.
Thank you, Manas.
So I will request all of you to give all our contestants some feedback and suggestions. I will first request Shri Sanjeev ji.
Thank you, everyone. It was such a beautiful morning today. And I think the judging is going to be hard. Everyone was so good. And I think we have a lot to learn from all these kids. The way they have trained themselves and they have involved themselves in the art. So definitely looking forward. No specific feedback as such. Everyone was so good. What was very impressive was everyone played on metronome, and they were also on the sum. Everything landed on the sama, and I think somebody played for Edupu too. So it was very impressive. So I hope they continue the good work, and looking forward. Thank you.
Thank you. I will request Srimati Shonali ji to go next.
Same. I enjoyed thoroughly. Everybody did a wonderful job and playing. And it's, I mean, for us, it's a lot of thing to learn from them. And they are so young, very energetic, very positive. And I wish them and hope they will continue learning from their guru. I also would like to say, even though it's a classical music and if we have to follow lots of rules and regulation and discipline, everything, but I learned from my guru to enjoy and be happy when you're presenting. I mean, it is a serious art because you a lot of things goes on in your mind to remember, sum and quality and everything. But still, you just enjoy the flow and just smile and be cheerful and whatever you can do. And but everybody's doing a wonderful job, and I wish all the best to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Shonali ji. I'll next invite Shri Akshara Raghu.
Hi, good morning, everyone. As Sanjeev said, it was really wonderful, and it is becoming hard to judge. Everyone was sharp and played really well, and they practiced so much, and we could see the passion in their playing. So no specific feedback as such. Everyone has put in a lot of effort into this, and it was really good, to be a part of this, and looking forward to the next session as well.
Thank you, Akshara. I'll invite Shri Krishna Prasad ji.
Good afternoon, all. I think as Sanjeev ji mentioned, Akshara mentioned, Sonali mentioned, I think everybody has put in a lot of effort. All the kids have performed very well. I also want to take a moment to thank each one of those parents who are actually encouraging these kids to get introduced to Indian classical music, because in today's digital era, there are so much of distractions, so much of opportunities for kids to pursue various interest and their hobbies. While I think I really appreciate these parents who are introducing kids to Indian classical music and keeping up the cultural heritage of our Indian music. And that, I think, music is part of life, but I think Indian classical music, in my view, has a lot more solid foundation to build up any type of genres in as they grow up. So I think it's a great foundation, and I really congratulate their parents and gurus, giving them good guidance to pursue music career. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Krishna Prasad ji. I'm sure all our contestants will take all your suggestions, and also thank you so much for appreciating all of them. This is a junior category and they've put a lot of hard work, like you all said. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. I will hand it over to Archana.
Thank you, Manasa. Thanks a lot to all the 4 judges who've for your generous time and for your valuable feedback. I would request all the judges to please stay online for the deliberation. And a big thank you to everyone who has joined us through the YouTube live. So we are looking forward to the senior category in the afternoon. Thank you so much.